What am I supposed to? How am I supposed to edit this one?
All right, let's get right into the first video of today. So this is the first picture that Lani sent me, and yeah, I'm just trying to play with colors to bring out the colors a little more. Thankfully, this picture was taken with a professional camera, so I think depth of field and everything was already there, so I didn't need to add blur in the background and all of that. So first of all, colors, like I already said, I'm just trying to match the colors and increase highlights, mess with the highlights, mess with the shadows. I almost forgot to say shadows that they're called. But yeah, she's holding a makeup brand, and yeah, I just did a small touch up here and there. So similar to the last video where I had to do just a little face, let's say face smoothing. Don't know whether that's still English. Till now I've not checked, but yeah, nothing drastic. It's just, I think it's due diligence. Yeah, so this is the final picture, and I think I like it. I like the greens. All right, now this is the second picture. I think this was one of my favorite pictures from like everything. What I ended up with. But before, let's not skip. Let's not jump ahead of ourselves. Yeah, this is me also playing with the colors a bit. I'm trying to see, okay, what colors for the highlights, for the shadows will, work really well. I also try to bring out the yellow or the gold in the earrings or earring a little better. And similar to the last picture, just minor touch-ups here and there. And yeah, I just try to do face smoothing again. Nothing drastic. Once again, due diligence, not anything more than that. And yeah, I tried some other things. I can't remember what I was trying to do with the eyes, but it did not work sharp. Ultimately, this is the final picture, and I like this because of, I don't know, like the blur kind of effect. Honestly, what am I supposed to do with this? Honestly, when I saw this picture, I wanted to cry because this guy is a professional photographer. Of all the pictures he could send me, he sent one where he was taking a selfie from under. A human being is not wicked. Anyways, all I did was to remove the greens, turn that to black, crop it, I don't know, try and add maybe a little bit of saturation, and I made him Thanos in the end. Anyways, this was a more artistic version of the picture. Yeah, now to the second picture. Once again, like of all the pictures he could have sent me, this is the one he decided to send. I just adjusted the colors a bit, and yeah, adjusted the curves as per lighting of the picture, and ultimately I ended up with a cropped version of it. Just a little touch up. Then wherever you are, go forgive him. Alright, this picture is from Tishi, and this is the picture I spent the least amount of time on. I mean, apart from Gbemi's picture, for obvious reasons. This was done in less than 5 minutes because I just used a preset that I already had. I went through my presets and I found a nice preset that would go well with the picture. So I was like, yeah, makes sense. Then it ended up like an artistic feel. So I was really happy with it. Just a little touch up. yeah, this is the final picture. What do you all think? Alright, for the next picture that she sent, so similar background, similar everything, but my approach for this one was slightly different. I was trying to get the greens to, let's say, comfort a little more, and at the end of the day I realized that was not working, so I now went the opposite direction, trying to reduce the amount of greens in the picture, to keep like the semi-monochrome feel because she's wearing black and black. Then just did some minor touch-ups to the bottom part, and yeah, I think ultimately I was trying to reduce the amount of noise all around the picture as much as possible, just so that I would keep her as the central focus. Ended up cropping most of it out. Yeah, so I attempted something else. So I removed the reds in the leaves behind, just also to go for a further monochrome feel to all of it. And yeah, I think I was feeling it already, so I decided to make the background darker so that she would be brighter. Yeah, she will still be like the star of the show. I thought, trying to do further color grading would make sense, but to be honest, it wasn't doing much for me. So yeah, I think I left it the way it was, and I said, let's just leave it like this. So this is from Bukunmi, and it's a nice picture taken in a phone booth from I don't know where. And she looks like she's on a call with her long lost boyfriend, and he's telling her things that are making her happy. Anyways, she's undergoing color grading right now. The entire picture has a lot of colors, but like they're not scattered all around, and so that's what I really like about this picture. The yellow is one place, the reds are coordinated, the greens coordinated, and one of the first things I really wanted to adjust was the side where she's holding. I wanted it to be straight, so I quickly did that because it was doing my eyes somehow. And then the reds, I just made them a bit stronger. After saving that, I was trying to bring out the yellows a bit more. Okay, so just did some minor touch up at the top, and while I was doing it, I was like, I like the way the light is coming from the top left hand corner. Sorry, I've gone ahead of myself now, but yeah, I really like the way it's coming out. So I'm bringing it forth more, like that glare or glarish kind of thing. I think I like that effect in the picture. So overall, yeah, I cropped it a bit, and this is what I ended up with. This picture is from Emmanuel. I really enjoyed the process of doing this one because there were a lot of things to remove, but it was very satisfying to remove them. Starting from those two men at the back, unfortunately it's not their graduation, so we have to remove them from the picture. And I zoomed in just to make sure it's cleaner, and it's not that obvious that I removed two men whose graduation it was not from the picture. So yeah, I kept adjusting, and there's also someone close to the frame that is peeking out from there, and I was like, nope, you also have to go. And yeah, that was the first step. Then I tried to make the subjects of the picture, that is Emmanuel and frame, brighter. So we're already making progress. And then the background obviously has to be darker. And yeah, I adjusted the saturation and hue for some of the things at the back, so that the reds will become a bit more purple. Personal preference, obviously. And yeah, in looking at all of this, I also said I needed to remove once again another person from this picture. And so the way I did that was to use a blur, a motion blur to be precise. And in doing that, it blended well with the background, and I was able to zoom in a bit and just touch it up, make it cleaner, so that it's not that obvious that someone was removed from the background. So I removed the line on top, and yeah, this is the final picture. So this is from Choose again. Yeah, another really good picture. Also one of my favorite from this bunch. So it's a green car, green grass. It's a lot of green around. So definitely my aim is to try and complement with as many colors that will complement green as much as possible. So in the middle of all this, there are some oranges popping up, which I think go really well. So I decided that we do not need all of the picture, we just need a sensible part. So after cropping, I decided to replicate that green flowery background from the left to the right, just for symmetry. So I flipped it and put it at the right hand side. And after putting it at the right hand side, just to make it look more realistic, like it was actually there. So put it behind the chairs as well, just to make it look as realistic as possible. And I think I did, yeah, at least quite an okay job. Also removed the things that were a bit distracting from the picture. And in trying to remove them, I realized that it was going to be more difficult than I thought, because those orange chairs behind the white background, it was becoming so obvious that something happened in front of the white background. It was becoming so obvious that there was a cut and join from the flowers. So I adjusted that. And then now for the car, that's the main subject. So once again, I'm trying to make it brighter. And ultimately, in trying to make it brighter and everything, I was making the background a bit darker, or the grass rather a bit darker, and I was feeling it until I stopped feeling it. But I ended up going back to that shower. You'll see that later on. Anyways, I cropped the picture a bit further, removed further distractions, made the grass darker again, and this is what we ended up with. For this picture, I don't have much to say on it, other than the fact that there are many subjects in the picture. So one of the things I did was to crop it, and then, in fact, crop it multiple times. So there are different pictures that will come out of this one picture, because I think it has a wealth of possibilities. That's the thing about snapping a picture with many subjects. Yeah, I just added this effect to show you guys that I can add that. Anyways, these are different options from the same picture. Now to our thumbnail of today. She's taking a picture that is giving model for, I don't know, Vogue or something. as a celebrity, but the background to me is too noisy. There's too much going on at the back, and I'm like, nah, this has to stand out. Our main subject has to stand out. So I basically remove her from the background, tell the background to go home, and I try to put her on like a single colored background just for artistic effects. You will never see a picture snapped in such a format, but for artistic effects, and like that's part of why I'm doing this video. I have freedom of artisticness, so yeah, basically I just added a red background, made it into, or added a filter to the background, and yeah, this is my final picture. And for the next one, this is obviously, I don't think it will make sense for me to go through this full list of pictures without one black and white. So that's what I did for this. I made it black and white, added a motion blurry kind of thing to it, and yep, final picture. I prefer the zoomed in one. Okay, so our final picture in the list of pictures from this is a room, and yeah, this is from Daniel, and yeah, this is, I think, the Republic guest house. So once again, there are quite a number of things in this picture, and I can't lie, it gave me a bit of a headache. But first things first, let's sort out colors. So after sorting out colors, I decided to crop it, adjust it a bit, crop it again, and this is what I ended up with.
Thank you to every single person that has sent a picture in this edition. But yeah, we're gonna have a part 3 for this. Part 4 probably. I really enjoyed doing this. Thank you guys. Boom. Bye bye. I showed the end of this video before the middle. Nobody knows. Well, now that I've put it in bloopers, everybody knows. Editions of editing photos. So if you still want to edit your photos, you can reach out to me, send me a DM. Or I'll put the link in the description where you can still send the pictures. I'm not doing it immediately, but I'll do it. So yeah, why not send your pictures in as well? If you're a professional photographer, please send your pictures in raw. Right? It will help me. I really hope this is recording well. God. Well, how do people do YouTube videos consistently? Like, my God. Just well, subscribe, and if you can, tell your enemies once again. Like, seriously, I feel like there's a way you send some videos to your enemies and they'll be like, oh, am I still meant to be an enemy to this person? Do you get? Because like they're like, oh, this is good content. Do you get? So yeah. I don't know why I did that.